save them all.
Grab your bags. We're moving.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
Thank you.
Very good of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's let him keep this
Halsin
going.
will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
We'll see you there. Nice. Okay, let's see if I could sell some stuff.
This individual doesn't seem particularly fond of you. Perhaps a gift would improve their sentiment. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
Okay, what's this? Hide armor. Gloves of missile snare. What's the ring? Not a big fan of throw damage. Okay, what's this? Medium, rain dancer. No. Oh, that's heavy armor. It's one less, but gain 1 bonus to strength throws and checks. Disadvantage on stealth checks. I don't know about that one. What's this? Scale armor. 25. Okay. Can I split it to... Let's... See? It won't split! Why? Why are you not splitting? How am I supposed to do this? Jesus. Not really using those, so... Take my bone, bro. There we go. Like I said, I don't know how to really do that. Not splitting the way I want it to. Oh god. Okay, hold on, let's see. Sort by weight. I don't know what to give him. I'm using most of my magical stuff. Well, I suppose I could give him the necklace. I'm not giving him the armor.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Where's the... I can't use a... What the... Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep this guy around. If he's gonna keep eating up my artifacts.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on, you're among
I
friends.
might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover.
You're telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
What exactly did you try to cross these boundaries? Exactly. How exactly? You thought you knew better than Mistra. You're more of a fool than I thought.
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
That guess you ruled over flowers and chocolates together then. What was the answer to the question? So your grand plan was akin to emptying a cup of water into the sea. Brilliant. Yeah, this just sounds bad all around.
The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Do it.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Yank your hand away. How are you still alive? Gods, why show me this? All this time I've been traveling with a monster.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning.
Okay.
This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Okay. You will die. Go on, you will die. I don't think I want to hear.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Okay, is there nothing we can do? I trust you, Gale. You should have told... I trusted you, Gale. You should have told me right away. Unbelievable. Do you think that would happen if the tadpole got the better of you? By rights, I should kill you.
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
Sorry, bro. I would hear what the others have to say. We've come this far together, and we'll continue on together. This is how it will be. If we are to part ways, where would you go? You pose a grave threat. This is goodbye, Gale. Sorry, dude. Yeah. I can't have him eating up all my freaking gear.
I understand. I harbor you no ill will. In fact, I enjoyed your company, even throughout this harrowing journey of ours. My tale is at an end, but yours is not. Beat that damn parasite in your head. Win the day and celebrate the nights.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Okay, your companion has permanently left the party. I'm okay with that. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna have him eating up all my magical items.
I'm fine.
On my way. You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Really? Saving lives is awful.
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Wing all you want, I'm having fun. True, the goblins would have thrown a wilder party.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
And what's your idea of a little fun? That had better not mean I want to kill something.
Not at all. I was hoping for companionship. And, well, maybe a little death. Figuratively speaking. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no.
Don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Okay, if you say so. Where is she? Ah, here we go.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations too.
Potations. Are you enjoying yourself? Do you have parties like this in Avaris? I think I'm drumming up the courage to tell you how much I like you. Ah, I'm going with them.
Come on. Let's not spoil an effective thing. You point, I rage, we win. Doesn't need to be more complicated than that.
Wow. Rejected.
Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave. But that's not
Okay,
what happened.
real quick. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna talk to more people.
Something's on my mind.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you know, you're lucky you haven't given me a chance to kick you out yet. Where's... Wonder if we can eventually... No, that's just the ruins. Where's my other bro?
We're supposed to be celebrating. Well, go bother someone else then.
Let's talk to Shadowheart.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits.
Because they're drunk.
Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Not so odd, we did the right thing.
It's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
I'd be glad to.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. As you like. Try not to tire yourself out too much.
Okay, if you say so. Wait, did... let's see.
How about two tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
That's more like it.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
I thought you might care to have a drink with me. There's other things we could do besides oh no. But I'd like to get to know you some more. Take your own advice. Why don't you go on, mingle too?
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Okay, I think I've talked to everybody. Who are you?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Not really. I'm not much of a bard. How about courage? Classic song material. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it. Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. Sing about my prowess in battle. If I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit.
Fitting. Seeing you fight makes me feel like I'm capable of anything. That deserves to be remembered.
Okay. What up, puppers? Yeah. I don't feel like talking to her. Honestly, if I could get rid of her, I would.
Our numbers have grown so few.
Okay, I'm gonna have to... Hopefully after this I can...
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
What's so dangerous about it? Moon Tower it is then. Better make haste. I was expecting more from you than a lead towards some distant, dangerous prospect.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Okay. Sounds like I've got no choice. How do I need to find a way through.
You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
So how do I find this underground route?
You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. One of the adventurers had a clue to help find it. A dwarf called Brian. It might still be found on his corpse, wherever the goblins left it.
I don't want to risk getting lost in the Underdark. I'll journey over land. I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safest route.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Let's go then.
May Sylvanus guide us.
Okay, can I talk to him? Get him in my party?
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Oakfather, okay. I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite? Uh, at the celebration with the tieflings before, I hope I didn't come over too strong. I got caught up in the moment. About this secret stronghold in the Underdark, do you know more? Why do you want to go to Moonrise Tower? How will the Grove fare without you?
Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her.
Who? Who? Couldn't Nat take over? Oh, okay. Who? What about one of the others? Roth, perhaps? Shouldn't Natty take over?
I need her to stay focused on her training. The Grove will need a skilled healer in my absence. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Okay. Very shrewd of you.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary.
Okay. The shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad. Okay. How are you faring here at the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the Grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Okay. Can I... You'll find plenty of books before long. I keep coming across them everywhere. Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable, let me know.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
Okay, can I... Like... let's just go start going down the list.
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Aradim was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Seluna. I'd start there.
Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try turning up the volume a little. Okay. Why do you want to go to...
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
Okay.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't leave a bad impression then.
A bad impression? Impossible.
Okay. Can I... Uh, seems like you feel responsible for this dark shadow somehow. I'm guessing you can't recruit him? Which sucks, but I guess for now.
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Okay. How does someone become a vampire? What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Tower? What do you think of Raphael's deal?
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
Okay. We have other options, better options. I trade one master. You trade one master for another. You'll be a slave either way.
You're familiar with the phrase, better the devil you know? I know Cazador. And I'll take anything that saves me from that.
Okay.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Okay. Let's level him up. Okay. Gain a spell. Let's take that one. And a feat. He is a rogue. Do I have anything? Elemental Adapt, Great Weapons Master. Athletics? Ability improve. Increases ability by 2 or 2 by 1 to a maximum of 20. Athletics, charge, crossbow expert. I'd really martial adept. Mobility. I don't know. Is there anything? Ritual caster, savage attacker. When making a weapon attack, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest results. Sentinel. When enemy with melee range attacks an ally. No. Sharpshooter. There we go. Your ranged weapons attacks do not receive penalties from high ground rules. Yes. Okay, let's see. I'm not there anymore. Travel through the mountain pass. Okay, so the Underdark. I wonder if you could come back this area later, because I'd really like to do that one. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I will see you back here again tomorrow. Same time, same game. I'll talk to y'all later.